Right, welcome to Strength Training for Runners. Today we are primarily going to be focusing on two skills that you really need for running, which is the repetitive action of a knee drive, so you can be nice and quick coming into your next step. And the second one is being, again, quick on your feet, but we're going to actually add a little bit more force to that. We're going to try and land in different ways so your foot and your leg are able to absorb force and then charge off for as long as you'd like. So let's get cracking. This doesn't require a lot of space. I'm going to be basically using my mat and this area. So not very much. There is a little bit of jumping. I'm going to be giving you modifications if you are not feeling quite jump ready. So let's get going, see how we do. We're going to start with a knee drive exercise. So what I'm going to do is take a leg back, and as that leg goes back, my arms come up. I'm going to look up to my ceiling, and as I bring my arms back down, I'm going to bring that knee up. Notice how I've come up nice and tall through my posture. I'm not rounding into that front knee. So let's give that a try just a few times slowly together. So I come up and bring the knee up, and then up with the arms, bring the knee up. Couple more slow. Notice how my other knee, not really bending too much, just a little bend there. And then once we feel ready, we're going to start and go for between 10 and 15 quite quickly, then we'll change legs. So let's come with me now. So looking up to the ceiling, bring the knee up. 1, 2, and you just go at your own pace here. Doesn't matter if it's like mine. You might be a little bit faster than me. I'm going to say this multiple times during this session. As much as I train quite a lot of runners, I'm not actually a runner myself. I'm very much a fair weather runner. So, I guess it's do as I say, not what I do. Go for 2. Last one. You might feel that standing leg start to burn as well. That's normal. You might feel it in your core. Anywhere in your core, really, front or back. So let's set up the other side. So we reach back, drive up. Oh, hello. So just start with a few going slow, just so we can get that feeling, or I can get that feeling on this side. And then we're going to speed it up. So we go bam and turn your chest up to the ceiling as you take that leg back. Keep that front knee pretty much the same. Go for a few more. Last one. And just take a little bit of a rest there. So catch your breath, grab a sip of water if you need to. I'll explain through the next exercise as you're recovering. But excuse me, while I also have some water. Okay, so next exercise. We're going to start on one leg. I want you to either hop or step out to the side. So I'm going to hop here, land with a little bend in that knee, and then from here I'm going to hop forwards and do 2 bounces. So I'm going to hop forwards onto my other leg. 1, 2. And I want to be quite quick with that. I'm not kind of letting my heel land so I don't go flatten, flatten. I want to be as quick as I can, bouncy, bouncy. So that sped up looks like this. It is across, 1, 2. And then just run back, get ready to go again. Now, to make that a little bit easier, you're going to step across, step, do 1 hop forward, and then come back. So I go step, 1. That's a little bit hoppier, sorry. But you can really step it out, just so you start getting used to those forces going through your legs. And then you can kind of build it up from there. You can make it a little bit jumpier, but maybe over smaller steps. So I'm just taking little steps around. All right, let's go together. We're going to go for 8 to 10 rounds on one leg, then change sides. So we go hop, 1, 2, run back. Let's go again. Hop, 1, 2, run back. Hop, 1, 2. See if you can make those hops even faster on one leg. So it's like I'm on hot coals here. That was a bit sloppy from me. 1, 2, there we go. Couple more rounds. Last one. And then we're just gonna swap straight into the other side. Let's go together. So we go 1, 2. Ugh. Takes a second just to get used to the new side. Or at least it does me. Maybe you're like straight on it. I have to really think about it. Oh, a bit sloppy for me on that double hop. 1, 2. Remember, you can step it out. Maybe do just a little bit of a slower hop there. That's fine. Keep the steps small. Keep going is all. Because we're trying to start building that endurance. Get that change of direction. Get the feet really responding well to force. Last one. Rest there. Oh, my mat would like to go on holiday to the back of my room, it seems. Right, pause there, grab yourself a sip of water. We're going to come back into some knee drives. So a knee drive to a rotation, this is similar to what we did in the first round, it's just adding a little bit. So I'm starting with my leg back behind me, just on the toe of my back foot, so I'm never letting that flatten. And I'm keeping the weight fixed over my front leg, so I lift up here, turn my chest to look at the ceiling, but as I bring my knee up, I'm going to rotate my arms over it, take it back. This is going to throw you off balance, so if you find you wobble around quite a lot, you might kind of fall over a few times. I did loads of times in practice. Don't worry about it, just go with it. It's important, the wobbling and the falling over is an important part of the learning process. So for your body to be able to do it correct, like functionally as well as it can, you have to have those wobbles, that's how we learn. So let's just have a few slow practices together. So I lift up, that knee comes up, I rotate my arms over it, and then I take it straight back, keeping the weight in my front leg, and rotate. And then again, if you're finding this difficult, keep it slow. You can use something like a wall to balance maybe. Right, and now we've kind of got it, we're going to start taking that speed up. So, arms above your head, let's go for it. Stay up tall, don't let your body fold into the knees. So keeping, I like to call it proud chest. So like you are winning an award for something that you really, really cared about. You're just like, yes! So chest nice and proud the whole time. Few more. Last two. One more. Let's swap to the other side. Notice how aggressively I'm bringing that knee forward, okay? So it doesn't want to, if you can, try to make it as angry as possible. Right, arms up, let's go for the other side. Let's go for it. So take a couple slower. As I nearly fall over. So it's worth just getting used to the other side. We'll go one more slowly, and then if you can, come with me, up the speed. Let's go. Oh, hello. See how my heel just fell down there? That's fine. I want to keep the weight in my front leg if I can. Not taking that leg too far back behind me, otherwise this is going to happen. We want to avoid that. Unless you've got very long legs, your running gait is going to be a bit shorter. Hey, nearly fell. Last one. Rest there. Well done. We're going to come back to doing something a little bit more jumpy. Okay, one of my next exercises is one of my absolute favourites for strength training for runners at home. And it involves jumping from 2 feet to 1 foot, and we're then going to hop as quickly as we can out of it. So let's just start by looking at the 2 to 1-legged jump. So I'm starting on 2 feet. I'm going to jump and spring off both feet at the same time, like I'm just going to jump in the air. But I'm going to go sideways. I'm going to land on 1 foot. So I jump to the side, land on 1 foot, and just step back to my start position. So just try and have a go at that with me. So trying to spring off 2 legs at exactly the same time, landing on 1 foot, step back to your start. 1 foot, step back to your start. Now if you're struggling with that, what I want you to do, you can kind of push off 1 leg and then step back to the start. So instead of having to try and get it at exactly the same time, I can kind of jump or step a little bit more over onto 1 leg. That's absolutely fine. So that's half of our exercise, all right? So start on 2 legs, jump to the side, and then from there, I'm going to change legs and do 2 hops forward. So I go 1, 2. Again, I'm trying to make that as quick as I possibly can, but instead of doing 2 jumps on the spot like our last round, I'm going 1, 2. Okay? So the whole thing together, we do from 2 legs to 1, going sideways, change direction for 2 very quick hops. Now again, to make that easier, I step it out, and you're just going to give me 1 little jumpy hop, steppy thing forward. Okay, again, we're going to go for 8 to 10 rounds. Go at your pace, not mine. Faster, slower, whatever you got. All right, let's go together. So from 2 legs to 1, 1, 2, and then come back to the beginning, go again. So it's how much power I can push off from every single time I land, getting them as much speed as possible. Last time, and rest there. Right, we're going to do the same leg, but we're going to add an arm position. So I'm going to take my arms, in the direction that I'm hopping to the side to begin with, and I'm just going to hold them there. So I go here, 1, 2, and run back, or I go step 1 and come back. Okay, let's give that a go. So we go jump, 1, 2, bring it back, and again, 1, 2, keep it going. This is the challenge. How our feet land, you're going to feel it a little bit differently. Might be a little bit harder. And rest it there, well done. Right, I'm going to do the same thing, going to the other side. So the other leg, we'll start with the arms, just down where they are. Let's have a little practice going a bit slower to begin with. So from 2 feet, I jump sideways, land, 1, 2, and then come back to my start position. Jump sideways, and then I can step and just go to 1 step if I don't want to do the second jump. Right, are we ready? Go for speed, hot potato feet. Let's do it. So we go 1, 1, 2, run back to the start. This is a little bit of my slower leg. You'll probably find that 1 leg feels a little bit stuck in the mud. 1 leg feels a little bit more rapid. That's totally normal and actually quite a useful skill for running. Because you've got your power leg and your quick leg. Last time. And then take your arms over in the direction that you begin your jump. Let's go for it together. We land. 1, 2. Back to start. Oh, that hopping leg forward is starting to feel it for me. 2 more rounds. And recover. There. You're doing really well. We have 2 more exercises and then that's it. You're done for the day. Okay, the penultimate exercise that we're doing today is going to be coming back to that knee drive that we've now gone through 2 times. This is our last round. So where we started, it was arms up, bringing the knee up and forward. This time, I'm going to take my arm up and reach over. I'm looking for a stretch here. The main point, training point, is not to let your chest say hi to the ground. You're going to point directly forward, look up at the sky. As I bring my arm down, I'm going to go with that knee. Take it back, lean over. So whichever leg is going back, that's going to be the arm that comes up and over my head. Okay, so again, I'll just let you have a little look from the side. Remember, heel up, leaning over, keeping my chest up. From there, as my knee comes forward, bringing the arm down, taking it back, not too big of a step, and come forward. All right, 10 to 15 on one side, then change. So, get yourself set. Set up, 3, 2, 1, let's do it together. So we go and back. Give me tall posture. Ooh, chest proud. Nice big lean so you feel that stretch inside of your body. Working the trunk muscles in a little bit more of a running way, a running posture, which is of course standing. We don't want to be doing our ab work on the floor for running. It just doesn't make any sense. For 2 and 1. Swap to the other side. And that is because the whole point of our trunk when we're running is to decelerate force that's coming through the floor, but also, let's go, keeping us, this leg's harder, keeping us upright. All right, so not allowing our chest to start to crumple over and look at the ground. We want to stay nice and tall and proud, while that knee can just drive forward repetitively, whether you're doing a 5K, a half marathon, or sprint interval work. For 2, last one, hey, right. Sorry, I make some weird noises when I'm doing knee drives. I find them difficult, so when I do difficult exercises, I tend to make more weird noises. I don't know about you, but yeah, that's what I do anyway. All right, we have come to the end. Bad news or good news, depending on whether you like jumping. We're going to be doing that same pattern that we did last time. So we went from 2 legs to 1 leg going sideways, and then you do 2 hops forward, 1, 2, back to your start position. Or you do the step to the side, 1, and come back to the start position. The difference is going to be your arms up here. Okay, so I go 1, 2, coming on back, or I step, and come back. And you can do that as quickly as you like. So you can be maybe a little bit quicker as you get a bit more confident. You're going to find that it's harder to generate power with your arms in the air, which is why it's more difficult. So we're going to go, again, somewhere between 8 and 12 reps per leg. Once we've done that, you're done for the day. Go have a lovely day. So, arms up. Let's finish it together. 2 legs, 3, 2, 1, pop. 1, 2, get back to your start position. Remember, hot potato foot, so I'm trying to really spend as little time on one foot as possible. If you need to, remember, you can always slow it down at any point. You don't have to stick with the same variation each time. Your progress could be doing more of the double hop each time, and then maybe you go back to this one. Just give me 2 more rounds. Last time, well, that was a bit of a duff one, but never mind. We'll move on to the other leg. If you're anything like me, my arms just get tired being held in the air, so I'm going to give them a little shake out. It's like, come on guys, I feel like you should be able to do that. And there we go. It is what it is. Last round. Arms up. 3, 2, 1. Let's finish it. 1, 2. Run it on back. Oh, it's gone quiet. Must be getting serious. Sorry. I either make weird noises or I get very quiet, very serious. A few more. Hot feet. Way. Last 2. 1 more. nice quick thing to do. Maybe if you're running a few times a week and you just want something short and sharp, maybe the weather's rubbish outside, you want to get a feeling of like intervals in that's still running specific. Or if you're a bit more advanced than me, I'll put it that way, you can even use it as part of a warm-up for one of your runs. So let me know if you enjoyed the workout. If you have any questions, I am always here for you. Pop them below and I'll see you soon.